Hi, I'm Rexia, and I want to tell you about alternate accounts, specifically on creating a brand new online persona. There are two types of alternate accounts, the first one being just having a new account to join a server that you, the person, was unable to join, or either because of you being banned, or because you don't have the requirements, or any of the above. To be honest, it's all dependent on your own situation. But the second type is my favorite, creating a brand new online persona, pretending like you are another person and industrializing a person that has never been known before to man. I like to call this personally the remote control effect. The original name for this was actually called the Hannah Montana Project because, you know, you get the limo out front. Ooh, ow. The reason why I call this the remote control effect is because when I did it for the first time, I created a brand new persona called Remote Control. However, over time, I've realized my failures, and I do believe that I've come to master them and perfect myself while doing this. By you watching this video, I hope you learn from my failures and flaws and preach what I've taught you to others. Now, without further ado, welcome to my Discord alternate account instructions. Understanding your surroundings is very important because when it comes to creating an online persona, being incompetent and not looking around at who can expose you or exploit your flaws can pull you down very quickly. This can be about stuff like joining a Discord and immediately giving story about yourself. No, don't fucking do that. It makes it obvious that you're trying to floor yourself out there quickly, and that alone is a big flaw. Another big problem with understanding your surroundings is you need to comprehend when they could find out who you truly are and what can make them find out. The best part of creating a persona is knowing stuff that your persona shouldn't know if it was real. However, that alone can be a flaw. This can make it easier for you to start blurting stuff out that your persona shouldn't know. This is very common and it's something that you should be fully aware about. You could get way too uncomfortable and excited, and you could start talking about information that you shouldn't know about, and that brings questions about who you really are, how you know, and more, and it'll eventually lead to your downfall. When you create a persona, there's always an end goal, whether it's for something personal, comedic, reasoning, scamming, or whatever. This is up to you. Everything is different in every situation, and it's up to you to take care of some things that might have not been experimented before. For example, every single time I've done the remote control effect, I've become aware of my surroundings and how they can find out. However, my surroundings literally get suspicious every fucking time someone new comes into the Discord, even if it isn't virtually close to me whatsoever. It's sad, but it's also wonderful knowing that you caused it. This brings me on to my next point, creating a story for your persona. Your story matters. It's what people make of you, and it's what you become. If you start doing these things that don't match up with your story, it'll only be a matter of time before you get exposed. For the remainder of this story, I'll be creating a persona called Keyboard Stokes. Not Strokes. Storks. Why did I call it Storks? But seriously, my story for Keyboard Storks will be this. I want to join a private trivia Discord, and I'll be creating clout in the community. For Keyboard Storks, I'll be creating a story about how it joined trivia very early in 2018 with a Q. It was banned from Trivia Central in March of that same year, and didn't come back into trivia until May of that same year as well. The more detail you add, the better. Put so much immaculate information that they can't even remember some parts. Less questions will be asked about you, and suspicion will be decreasing. I can't help in the case of story, but there are some main things to understand. Don't make it way too long. I know I just said make it long and immaculate, but know your limits. It's basically drinking, but nigga. Another thing is understanding who you're saying this to. Another thing is having a story that makes sense. If you can't keep up with your own story, stop and relapse. Take the steps over again and try again. It's fucked up if you can't even keep up with your own story. I think that's just dumb at that point. This is the most important step, since without it, what the fuck, right? Now, my favorite step is creating who you are. This is also the easiest. All you'll need to do is create your online persona. Start with creating your accounts. Twitter and Discord are your best bets. No one will question your Instagram account because you can just say that that'll be an invasion of privacy. This is because more people are comfortable with giving out their Twitter. However, flaws can be found through this. For Twitter, I recommend that you purchase at least 30 followers. 30 followers is the least that you should have. Start from there. Make a header with your name or something that you can claim is a trait about you. Maybe you like anime, so put a picture of Cory in the House as your header. Maybe you like Asian soap operas, so put a picture of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's on you. You can have fun with this. Profile picture can be what you have on Discord or anything like that. Maybe you stand BTS or some other K-pop band because you have 2 chromosomes. I don't know. You do you. On the case of tweets, just have it set as private. There's no harm in this, especially if you portray acting like you're someone very focused on security. This is one of the best personas because you don't really have to do anything at all. You can even e-whore people with this because you can grab onto them so much that you don't have to do anything at all! Have fun with this, honestly. But Discord, on the other hand, this will be a little bit easier. The thing that you want to avoid is creating a brand new account with Discord. This is for everything. Do not create a new account for Twitter because Twitter reveals the date when you created the account. Try to find an old Twitter account made a couple months before your remote control effect starts. The older it is, the better. Just don't have it from like 2006 or something. That's just... With Discord, have an alternate account that was made 1 week in advance. Why? Because this piece of shit will show up.
I am new to Discord. Say hi.
This will make it blatantly obvious that this is a new account. Literally avoid this at all costs. Do everything in your power to make it seem like this account has been alive for a long time. Add accounts to make it look legit, and maybe have your own style in the profile picture, and that's it. Fuck you.